Welcome to the World Register Report. The World Register is an independent news source providing truthful, unbiased, and timely reporting of people, places, and events. Commentaries are also provided on selected stories from time to time. As reported by the Associated Press today, U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions is under fire from top Democrats to resign from his post due to accusations of being involved with what some have said as Russian interference in the 2016 U.S. presidential elections. The report does not state how Russia may have interfered with the elections. The report goes on to say that Sessions was asked by former Saturday Night Live actor Senator Al Franken, Democrat, Minnesota, quote, what he would do if there were evidence that anyone from the Trump campaign had been in touch with the Russian government during the campaign. The report states that Sessions replied that he was, quote, unaware of those activities. It was unclear in the report if the question was directed at Sessions himself or others in the campaign staff. The AP report goes on to say that Senator Patrick Leahy, Democrat, Vermont, issued a written question to Sessions in January asking if, quote, he had been in contact with anyone connected to any part of the Russian government about the 2016 election, either before or after Election Day. Sessions' reply to that answer was simply no. Although Attorney General Sessions was in contact with Russians during the campaign as part of his duties as a member of the Senate Armed Services Committee, it was not understood from the report if Sessions actually did speak to Russians specifically about the 2016 presidential election and how that may have influenced the election. White House spokesman Sean Spicer said that Sessions was, quote, 100% straight, and that those playing politics should be ashamed of themselves. House Speaker Paul Ryan stated that Sessions should only recuse himself if he is a subject of the probe. Yesterday, Sessions said, quote, I never met with any Russian officials to discuss issues of the campaign. I have no idea what this allegation is about. It is false. In a report by the Associated Press today, former Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak was acquitted by Egypt's Court of Cassation for the deaths of the hundreds of protesters killed in 2011 during the 18-day Arab Spring uprising. In 2012, Mubarak and his then Interior Minister Habib al-Adli were convicted of causing the deaths and sentenced to life in prison. However, in 2014, a court threw out the conviction, stating there were technical flaws in the prosecution, and today's verdict rejects an appeal by the prosecution, allowing the acquittal to stand. Mubarak is now technically free to go, as he has served his 3-year sentence for corruption charges. Since 2011 protests, the new Egyptian government has cracked down on dissent and banned all unauthorized demonstrations. As previously reported, the Islamic State in the Sinai Peninsula has vowed to attack Christians in northern Sinai, forcing hundreds of Christians to flee. Reuters news agency reports today that Mali's jihadist groups will merge under Islamist leader Iyad Ag-Ghali. The jihadist group, known as Ansar Dine, which is led by Ag-Ghali, has been responsible for attacks against Malian, French, and UN peacekeeping forces in the Republic of Mali. Mali is a landlocked country in West Africa. Al-Mu'abatoun, a jihadist group led by Algerian smuggler Mukhtar Belmokhtar, will merge with Ag-Ghali's Ansar Dine. In a previous attack in January, Belmokhtar's group claimed responsibility for a suicide bomb attack on a military camp in northern Mali that killed 60 and wounded over 100 people. In 2013, French forces intervened and drove back Islamic terrorist groups in Mali. However, even with the presence of United Nations peacekeepers, frequent attacks are still conducted by the Islamic terrorist groups in northern Mali and neighboring countries. A central Malian group called the Messina Brigades, an offshoot of Al-Qaeda's North African wing called the Sahara Emirate, mostly made up of Fulani herders, said they would also join the merged entity. That's it for now. Be sure that you do check out the links and subscribe, like, and comment below.